Hi, today I'd just like to respond to a few questions about protein and getting enough in your diet. So obviously the first and foremost thing to get a good clean source of protein is to go for wild caught fish, to go for preferably organic, or if not free range, hormone free forms of beef, good quality meats and eggs. Okay, those are fundamentally all the amino acid profile, all the essential amino acids, and most bioavailable to the human body. Okay, if by any chance you're unable to get your protein needs through these means, it's inconvenient or costly or whatever, then a really good method of doing this is with a whey protein supplement. But you do have to be careful with the whey proteins that you choose. So for instance, I've got this brand here, it's Pink Sun, and the particular type is a whey protein isolate. Now what an isolate is what it says, is it isolates that protein without all the carbohydrates and extra fat that you would get in a whey protein concentrate. What this means is you're getting 92 grams of protein per 100 grams. You're not getting the added lactose that if you're slightly intolerant to, or you don't want the sugar that you don't necessarily want, and you can choose which fats to include in your smoothie or shake or however it is that you're having it. Okay, so importantly, what you need to look for in a whey protein supplement, if you're going for an isolate or a concentrate or an A2 casein variant, which would be a goat's or a sheep protein for people that are A1 intolerant, so conventional dairy cattle, some people, including myself, are not very tolerant to that particular protein. However, I am fine with a whey protein isolate because it just seems to be very clean. And what you want to look for is that it is particularly grass-fed cattle, hormone-free, because what you want is all the goodness and none of the basically the stuff that comes from the hormone disruption comes from having added hormones, but also issues with the toxicity from lot feed and things like that. You want to have a good grass-fed cattle. So another thing that you would want to look for in your whey protein supplement would be that it is sugar-free, but also some sugar-free brands can be misleading. If you look at the small print of the ingredients, what you'll find is things like colourings or artificial sweeteners and things that you really don't want to be going from a clean, lean source of protein into your body. So be really aware that there are no artificial sweeteners, colourings. I mean, some brands do have natural, say vanilla, and that have maybe a little bit of stevia added, and that's fine if that's what you want, but most brands typically don't. So an unflavoured brand of very clean whey protein where you can add what you want to flavour it, to sweeten it. You can choose your sweetener if you want one, you can choose your added fats, you can choose your additional fruits or vegetables that you might want to blend into it, your fibres, things like flaxseed or chia seeds or aloe vera, anything like that that's really good for your gut, you can add. Okay, so yes, that's all I wanted to say, was if you're having difficulty meeting your protein needs, then making a shake or a smoothie is a really good way, particularly supplementing your workout, to up protein intake. Okay, see you next time.